Good morning. Today's date is May 8th, May 8th, 2026. We have quiet in the back. Today's date is May 8th, 2026. It's the morning docket of Lawrence County Municipal Court. I'm acting Judge Brian Cremines. First group of cases we're going to call over review hearings. When you hear your name called, come down to the table on my left, your right, and we will review your case.
Jessica Bailey, Deshaun Caldwell, Stephen Carmen, Lance Davis, Kelly Green, Mandy Jo Hall.
Jessica Bailey.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Jessica Bailey, CRB 2519. Well, Ms. Bailey, it's not the report that I had hoped to receive, but you're still in and you're still working through, so I will give you another review date.
Okay.
But you're going to need to correct those behaviors, and that's the purpose of the contract there. So
Yes, Your Honor.
we'll set you back for June 19th. And that'll be a review at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you. Deshaun Caldwell. This is State of Ohio versus Deshaun Caldwell, Series 25464. Mr. Caldwell, looks like you paid $106 on February 19th. You have a payment today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I'll set you back as well for June 19th. That'll be a review at 9 a.m. Stephen Carmen. Stephen Carmen. This is State of Ohio, Stephen Carmen, Harrison 2038 AMD. Time is now 9:53 a.m. Mr. Carmen was scheduled to be here at 9 a.m. There'll be a bench warrant issued. Lance Davis. The State of Ohio versus Lance Davis, PRC 2339, ABC and CRB 2350. Very good report, Mr. Davis. So you still got a long way to go in your fines and community service, but would much rather you work on your sobriety before you work on those things. So I'm going to set you back as well for June the 19th at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kelly Green.
Your Honor, I understand that Ms. Green's attorney, Mr. Stratton's in trial this week, and a friend of her father's, and she called me and asked me if I could fill in for him. It's my understanding that she's paid everything with the exception of the community service. There's a few days on that, Your Honor, and
Looks like there's 5 days, everything's paid, and there's just 5 days of community service.
yes, sir. Would it be amendable to the court to give her an additional time, like 30 days? She's had a death in the family and some things going on that's interfered with it.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Kelly Green, CRB 25489. Mr. Hicks is here on behalf of Ms. Green. I'll set you back, Ms. Green, for June the 19th at 9 a.m. With all the community services completed, I believe at that time, the likely close out your case, assuming that your treatment is complete.
Your Honor, if I may, Ms. Green was ordered on April 3rd to have some community service done before this hearing.
Yeah. Your Honor, I'm familiar with her situation, and her father-in-law unexpectedly died.
I had to note that there was a death in the family, so I'll give you some grace on that, but Ms. Green, you'll need to get this wrapped up.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm just working a lot because he owned a business. And so we are now trying to keep that business going, and because it's full of debt and we didn't know. So it's like work or code of community service, you know what I mean?
He's going to give you till June 19th.
And you'll work with probation. They can, there's other places that potentially you can do community service as well,
Okay.
outside of regular community service hours. So
Okay.
speak with Mr. Cooper, he can talk with you about that, and then give you some options to be able to get that.
Oh, okay, no one ever told me. So
Thank you.
what date?
June 19th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I got the
State of Ohio, Mr. Manny Joe Hall, CRB 24-116. Thank you. Little hiccup, but you're back on track. We'll set you back for June 19th at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lisa Jackson, Alvin Lewis II, Megan McCormick, Stacy Tackett, David Vance, Gregory Truitt, Charles Nance.
Lisa Jackson. Lisa Jackson. This is State of Ohio versus Lisa Jackson, here 2731. Ms. Jackson has been called for. It is almost 10 a.m. She has failed to appear. That'll be a bench warrant issue. Alvin Lewis II. State of Ohio versus Alvin Lewis II. TRC 25, 8, A, B, C, and D, Series 25, 3. Looks like you're down to just fines, Mr. Lewis.
Yeah, I gotta make a payment before I leave.
Okay. If you can work that off on community service and save yourself some money, I'll set you back as well on June 19th. That'll be a review at 9 a.m. Megan McCormick. The State of Ohio versus Megan McCormick. PRC 12181, CRB 1286, CRB 11716. Well, you're working through it. You've done a lot of community service, and You almost have one of your cases resolved.
Yeah, I have a payment today also.
Set you back June 19th. Review at 9 a.m. Stacy Tackett.
Thank you.
So the State of Ohio versus Stacy Tackett, CRB 22475.
Your Honor, Ms. Tackett is compliant with all services and is currently in residential care. She's not able to work just yet, but she'll be close to getting a job.
All right, good report. I'll set you back for June 19th at 9 a.m.
Probation officer keeps asking me about when I'm going to get my ankle monitor off.
What-
She was monitored through common police as well.
Got it. Well, that's probably, I don't believe I put the monitor on you. I believe that it's probably goes to Capper, so that's probably going to be a question that you'll need to address to him.
Okay.
Or if probation wants that, address that badly, I'm sure that they will reach out.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
David Vance. So State of Ohio versus David Vance, CRB 2550, CRB 24597, PRC 241921, A, B, C, and D. Mr. Vance has been called for today. Time is almost 10 a.m. He has failed to appear. There'll be a bench warrant issued. Charles Nance. So the State of Ohio versus Charles Nance, CRB 25331, CRB 25291, CRB 2537. Mr. Nance, what have you done since you were last here?
What do you mean? I did a bunch of community service.
Your Honor, there was community service turned in yesterday. It should have been updated.
I don't have anything in the file on that. One shows that there's no community service left on the last case.
Correct. I've been paying on my fines, just doing community service through that.
Okay.
I did enter it, I believe it was 8 hours yesterday.
All right, Mr. Nance, I'll have to come back.
Can I do the 9th instead of maybe, because I'm out of town the 19th?
On June 9th,
Or
I'll be here that morning. If you want to come in the morning.
8th or whatever it is.
I was going to say, I can do the 9th. I'm here on the bench that morning.
No.
Maybe a wise choice. All right, yeah, I can put you on for the 8th. June 8th for review at 9 a.m.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Gregory Truitt, State of Ohio versus Gregory Truitt, CRB 25604. Time is 10:04 a.m. It's failed to appear. There'll be a bench warrant issued.
We're ready for some arraignments, Your Honor.
All right. Next group of cases we're going to call are a few of the arraignments. So when you hear your name called, come down to the table on my left, your right, and I will inform you of your charges, the maximum penalties involved. You have the following rights before the court. You have the right to remain silent. We're recording everything in here today. If you say something that is against your interest, it can be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney and you meet the qualifications, I can appoint an attorney to represent you at no cost. You have the right to have reasonable bail set in these matters, and you have the right to force the state to prove each and every element of the offense charged beyond a reasonable doubt. I will go through your charge or charges with you, and then at the end of them, I will ask you for a plea. You can enter a plea of either guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Guilty means you're making a complete admission that you committed the offense charged. Not guilty means you are denying that you committed the offense charged at this time. And no contest means you're not admitting that you committed the offense charged, but you're not contesting the facts surrounding it. And if I think the state would meet the elements, I can enter a guilty finding. If you are unsure of what to do, you should enter a not guilty plea, as it preserves all of your rights before the court.
State of Ohio versus Braden Patterson, case number TRC 26718, A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Braden Patterson, TRC 26718, A and B.
Please stand behind the table, sir.
All right, Mr. Patterson, have you received a copy of your charge? Okay. Sorry, I see you nodding, but we're recording, so if you could.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Patterson, it's alleged on or about May 2nd, 2026, in Perry Township, that you were operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol or drug abuse, or a combination thereof. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 4511.19A1A. That is a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty on that is up to 6 months in jail and up to a $1,375 fine. Minimum penalty on that is 3 days in a driver intervention program or 3 days in jail and a $565 fine, 1 to 3 year license suspension. You were also charged with speeding on the same date, same township. It's alleged 75 and a 55. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 4511.21D1. It is a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is up to $150 fine and court costs. Do you understand the charges that you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
You understand your rights before the court?
Yes.
How do you wish to play?
Is he able to ask for a lawyer at this time?
Here's what I'm going to do, sir. I'm going to, well, if you want to preserve all your rights before the court and you want an opportunity to potentially get a lawyer, then you should enter a not guilty plea. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll accept your not guilty plea. Are you working currently?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you paid hourly?
Yeah.
How much do you make per hour?
9.
9?
Yeah.
How many hours a week do you get?
Like 18.
Okay, you're going to qualify for appointed counsel. I'll appoint Attorney Luke Steyer to represent you. I'll let you sign a $1,000 signature bond. And you'll be ordered for fingerprinting. This is Mr. Steyer. He's going to represent you in this. You'll want to speak with him. Mr. Steyer, when would you come back? It's an OBI with a urine screen.
Maybe,
Don't leave. You gotta do this. Tell you what you gotta do.
goodness, does Monday or Friday matter to you? Okay, I'm looking about 5-6 weeks out. If we could do the 8th of June.
That'd be fine. All right. You can sign a $1,000 OR bond. There'll be an order for fingerprinting as well. We'll be back June 8th at 10 a.m. for pretrial.
All right, I'm gonna get your file if not speak to you. You can just wait for me to lobby for a couple minutes. It'll be about only 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jessica Stapleton, case number TRC 26726 A and B. Jessica Stapleton.
Joshua Robertson.
State of Ohio versus Jessica Stapleton, TRC 26726 A and B. Jessica Stapleton. All right, the time is 10:10 a.m. Ms. Stapleton was cited to be here at 9 a.m. There'll be a habeas to issue back to patrol.
State of Ohio versus Lakin McLean, case number CRB 26258.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Lakin McLean, CRB 26258.
Thank you.
And Ms. McLean?
Yes.
All right, Ms. McLean, it's alleged that on or about May 4th, you did knowingly cause or attempt to cause physical harm to Brenton White, a family or household member. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2919.25A, domestic violence. That's a misdemeanor of the first degree. Maximum penalty on that is up to 6 months in jail and up to $1,000 fine. How do you wish to plead?
Not guilty.
All right, I'll accept you're not guilty plea. Do you have money to hire an attorney?
No.
Are you working?
I don't. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. All right, I'll appoint Attorney Luke Steyer. Mr. Steyer, this is Lincoln McLean. It's a domestic violence charge. We have not discussed bond or protection order at this point. Oh, she's posted a bond with Mr. Sauer, so the bond's going to continue. Mr. Hill, are we going to do is there going to be a request for protection order from the state?
Yes, I believe we're working on preparing that right now.
Okay. All right. As condition of your bond, ma'am, will be a temporary protection order issued today. You can't have any contact.
If I may, Your Honor, it appears that this might be a situation where there are cross filings. Has Mr. I'm sorry, I'm seeing the first name but not the last name. Mr. White, has he been, or is he up to be processed?
We don't have a charge at this point on Mr. White.
Okay, he was apparently processed on Zoom the other day. Do we have a date that he's set for? Brenton White? Because it would probably be helpful to keep these on the same day if we can.
Yes.
Yes, you posted on. Here and here, and I need you to not leave until she gives you a copy of this back.
Okay.
set for arraignments. There it is, 6
Okay. June 1st.
we didn't know about.
I'm actually already set to be here that day, so for the moment, I'd like to see if we could set this for that same date.
We'll set it for June 1st at 10 a.m. Ma'am, you can't have any contact of any nature at any time with Mr. White. That's a violation of your law.
Was an attorney appointed to Mr. White?
Stratton.
Okay, that way I can speak to Mr. Stratton about the case as well. All right, so I'm gonna get your file. I'm here.
All right, Mr. McLean, we'll have you back June 1st.
Okay, thank you.
So, but I'll speak to you out there.
Okay.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Caitlin Allman, case number CRB 25-500.
This is State of Ohio, this is Caitlin Allman, CRB 25-500. And it looks like Ms. Allman, it's alleged that on or about April 6th, you failed to appear for a review hearing. Do you admit or deny that you failed to appear?
I do.
You have a good reason why you weren't here?
I just moved back to Charleston, West Virginia from Huntington, and I've also had like a court case in Wayne County against my baby dad in custody. I just got the court dates mixed up, honestly.
Well, it looks like you've got all your community service.
And I did make a payment today, or last night, but they said it wouldn't reflect until tomorrow.
All right, we'll recall the warrant, and we'll set you back June 26th for review at 9 a.m.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
State of Ohio versus Levi Schaefer, case number TRD 22-2675, A, B, and C.
This is State of Ohio versus Levi Schaefer, here 22-2675, A, B, and C. Mr. Schaefer, it looks like it's alleged that on or about October 11th, 2024, you failed to appear for a review hearing. Or excuse me. Okay. Do you admit or deny you failed to appear for your review hearing?
Yeah, I went to jail Wednesday and bonded out Wednesday night
Okay.
over that.
All right, I'm going to set you back for June 26th. You got bond up with Mr. Sowers. The bond will continue. And that'll be a review at 9 a.m.
You said June 26th?
Yes.
Thank you.
Ready to start the pre-trial.
All right, we got a pre-trial coming to the courtroom.
State of Ohio versus Presley Gore, case number TRC 20-1946, A and B. Presley Gore.
He's on his way in.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Presley Gore, KRC 25-1946, A and B. This is Mr. Peach's case, that was a pre-trial.
Your Honor, I believe we have the case resolved. Mr. Gore, we would ask the court to amend the OVI charge to a minor misdemeanor, reckless driving with 2 points, $150 fine. I'd expect the state to dismiss the B charge. And I do have an ALS form prepared. The 2255 form did not place Mr. Gore under an administrative license suspension. I don't know if one's been imposed. The form is basically a precaution, Your Honor.
Mr. Hill?
Your Honor, if it please the court, Mr. Eaches was very adept at presenting some issues that we believe are factors in whether we can prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. And so that compromise has been made with that in mind. And we're in agreement with what Mr. Eaches has presented to the court.
Okay. And what plea to the amended charges your client wished to plead, Mr.?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept this guilty plea to the minor misdemeanor under 42 25/11/20, and then it'll be $150, all of the court costs to be paid. There's no driver's license suspension. And does he intend to pay the fine and court costs today?
He does, Your Honor. Once it's available to be paid on the website, he has a card to pay that. But yes, his intents to pay that today, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'll see that payment's taken care of, Judge.
All right. What we'll do is I'm going to set him a review date of November 13th, 2026. It'll be 2 years level 5 probation. However, that will terminate the second that the final court officer pays. Make a note that it'll terminate once it's paid. And on the B case, the state's going to acknowledge the B case. All right, now we need to see probation, even though it may be academic, but we've had some instances recently of people indicating they're going to take care of that now. So just as a precaution, I'll put him on, give him a review. But Mr. Gore, once that's paid, your review will then be canceled once it's paid in full, and your probation is terminated. And so you'll just need to do it briefly before you leave that.
May I approach with the ALS, please, Your Honor?
State of Ohio versus Ivan Brumfield, case number CRB 26171.
This is State of Ohio versus Ivan Brumfield, CRB 26171. It's Mr. Holt's case, set as a pretrial.
Your Honor, there is a cross defendant, Miranda Brumfield. Hope she's also set for today.
She is here.
Who's the attorney?
I believe it's Roger Smith, I'm not sure though.
The attorney is Mr. Smith, but he's not here yet, Your Honor.
He's not going to be back till about 11. We can pass this till a little later in the docket if we're going to wait for Mr. Smith.
That's fine.
Okay. This matter will be passed to Mr. Smith.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Robertson, case number CRA 26141.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Robinson, CRA 26141. It's Mr. Holt's case, set as a preliminary hearing.
Veronica Darden here. So, Your Honor, it's my understanding, this case is about the alleged theft of a firearm, but my understanding from Mr. Holt is that Mr. Robinson actually has possession of the gun, would be able to return it.
We have it here today out in the parking lot, Your Honor. What this is Mr. Robinson's family member, I believe is an elderly person, fell ill, and Mr. Robertson was asked to take a firearm out of the home. Later, another family member became the power of attorney and could not locate it. and was under the impression Mr. Robertson had sold it. That's not true. He did keep it, but he's more than happy to return it. He was actually arrested on this and spent a couple of days in jail.
Yeah, 5 in Kentucky and 5.
5 in Kentucky and 5
And
here.
5 in
So 10
here.
days in jail when he actually had the firearm.
So I guess my only question would be, how do we responsibly turn the gun over to be returned to the owner? And I don't know whether it can be done just directly or whether it should be done through the court, through law enforcement. I don't know.
I mean, I would presume it could be done directly if the parties can get along, but I don't know.
I don't believe Mr. Robertson even really knows the lady, Veronica, who's now taken over for the elderly family member.
It may make sense, and I don't know if the state has an address or contact information to get that person here. And then it could be, once it's
way out in Kentucky.
transferred over, it could then be put on record that they acknowledge the receipt of it, so.
Well, we can try to do that. Look at to see if we have her contact information here. We could, let's see here. Well, she lives in Corbin, Kentucky.
It's quite a ways away.
Well, if we had some way to resolve it today by having the gun turned over to some responsible party, and then we would make sure that it got returned to the rightful owner, we could dispense with this case today. So I don't know if there's anybody else besides this person who made the complaint that the gun could be turned over to you.
I mean, I guess in theory, it should be turned over to your the prosecutor's office as well, but I don't know if that's going to be the route you guys want to go.
We're agreeable with that, Your Honor.
Put it in a safe or something? It's a handgun, it's a 20.
We load 22 Magnum, 22 North American Arms.
We have to say,
We put it in a safe in the care of the probation department?
And that responsibility, Mr. Cooper?
not really, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to come back and we'll have to get her here or something. I don't know what to do with it.
Or I guess in theory, we could set another date, and then if we give him the opportunity to turn it into the prosecutor's office in Ironton, or I'm sure that there's somebody in the office that would be able to take it, or the sheriff's department, or however you guys want to proceed.
I think the sheriff's
They'll be here.
office would be,
They'll bring in prisoners.
I don't know if they'd be equipped to take it. I mean,
I would say I think I hear them stirring out there, so.
I just hope we can
If
do
you want to
this.
recall this in a few minutes,
That's
maybe I
fine.
can speak with them about it. I got no problem with that.
We'll have to recall this.
All right, call it, we'll put it later in the docket.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Mr. Holt, can you approach real quick?
Yes, please.
There's a ticket, that person's ordered in today.
State of Ohio versus Alexis Russell, case number PRC 26546 A and B.
This is State of Ohio versus Alexis Russell, here in 26-546 A&D. Mr. Holt's case status is pre-trial.
so I've got the right good section.
Yeah, I believe we have a resolution on this
That
matter.
was the language. I think you probably, this is probably,
Alexis Russell.
I'm trying to get to it at once.
And we can always order them back in. Sends them back in.
Yeah. What did we do? Yeah, and then, I've already forgotten what we talked about. Say it again. There was another reason why we, oh, okay, I remember now. Your Honor, if it please the court, sorry for the delay. It took me a minute to get back up to speed on this. We had made an agreement to present a disposition to the court on a reduced charge of reckless operation. Given the facts of the case, I believe it's probably the appropriate disposition. And we did not discuss the sanctions that would be imposed if she were to plead guilty to the lesser charge, but that's our recommendation.
We're fine with that, Your Honor. We would leave it to we would enter a plea of guilty to the amended charge of reckless operation and leave the fine up to the court. There was a, just for the court's information, Your Honor, there was a PBT that Ms. Russell blew under the legal limit, .07, and she did attempt to render 2 different tests at the Highway Patrol post, but the machine was unable to read it. It was not marked as a refusal.
All right, is there an agreed disposition on for an ALS form?
I was understood there wouldn't be, but I would prepare one, Your Honor. There would be no ALS suspension. There was not
Yeah,
one
we
now.
agree with that.
There's no ALS at the moment, because there's no refusal per se.
All right. I will accept the amendment to the 451120 without the regard. It'll be $150 fine. I'll order you to pay the court costs. And she wanted to enter a guilty plea on that?
Yeah.
On these charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I accept the guilty plea, guilty fine, $150 fine, court costs, 2 years level 5 probation. That will terminate once the fines and court costs are all paid. So is your intent to pay them today?
I cannot pay it today, but I can next week.
That'll be fine. I'll set you a review hearing for November 13th, 2026. On the B case, the assured clear distance, it'll be a $20 fine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ma'am, you'll need to seek probation before you leave. And Mr. Holt, if you'll fill out an ALS, I'll sign it.
State of Ohio versus Julie Pritchard, case number CRA 26253. Julie Pritchard.
This is case number CRA 26253, State of Ohio versus Julie Pritchard. Ms. Pritchard, have you been handed a copy of your charge?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Pritchard, it's alleged that on or about April 22nd, 2026, you have knowingly obtained, possessed, or used methamphetamine, Schedule II controlled substance, in violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 292511 AC1A. That is a felony of the 5th degree. Felonies of the 5th degree carry up to 1 year in prison and up to a $2,500 fine.
Yes, sir.
You have money to hire an attorney?
Well, I'm out on bond on this. I got bonded out and then came to court and this charge was dropped and then it just got picked back up.
Well, she has a hearing set for May 29th. It's a pretrial, and Roger Smith was appointed.
Okay. Tell them the same charge or is it different charge?
Same charge.
Okay. Well, looks like you've already been arraigned on this charge.
So they told me to come, I had to come to get the warrant removed.
I want to clarify that. It is not the same charge. The first charges were OBI. and the drug charge came second.
Okay, well, that makes sense. So it looks like it might have been out of the same incident,
Yeah,
so,
okay.
and what's her bond in that case?
Oh, there's not one listed.
We're going to recall you a little later in the docket. I want to get that file.
Okay.
So we'll have you back up there in a few minutes.
Okay.
On this, here's the section. And just take this, and just take the word nuisance in here, and use the, probably there's a 5522.
Okay.
And just make sure it says nuisance.
Okay. I guess. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Christie Potter, case number CRB 26266.
That's right here.
Just take your time, you're fine.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Christie Potter, CRB 26266.
Sir, down one. Down one.
All right, Ms. Potter, it's alleged on or about February 17, 2026, you did knowingly use or possess with purpose to use drug paraphernalia, to wit, a methamphetamine pipe. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2925-14C1. That is a misdemeanor of the fourth degree. Misdemeanors of the fourth degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 30 days in jail and up to a $250 fine. Do you understand your charges?
Yes,
Do you understand your rights to the court?
yes,
How do you wish to plead?
not guilty.
Okay, I'll accept your not guilty plea. Are you able to hire an attorney?
No,
Are you working presently?
no.
I will appoint attorney Sean Stratton to represent you.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Right behind you here.
And I'll note that we need an order for fingerprinting at the jail.
Don't leave. I'll bring you a copy of that and tell you what you need to do.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll note that Ms. Potter is in Judge Waldo's drug court presently and is receiving services through there. So ma'am, as part of our order and as part of our bond on this matter, I'll set bond at $1,000 OR bond here.
Okay.
And as a condition of bond, you'll have to continue your treatment.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Stratton, when do you want to come back on this?
It's up to the court. We'll see if it fits my schedule. Are you thinking this month or next month?
Early next month.
Okay, any date except the 8th.
How about June 5th?
June, what is it?
June 5th.
That'll work.
All right. It'll be a pre-trial at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And she signed the bond form.
She did, and she'll wait on the fingerprint card, so.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you, Ms. Potter. See you back.
State of Ohio versus Cody Mead, Case number TRC 253047, A, B, C, and D. TRD 251553, TRD 251873, A and B. TRD 202101, A and B. TRC 221690, A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Cody Mead, case 253047, ABCD, hearing 251553, hearing 251873, A and B, hearing 222101, A and B, TRC 221690, A and B, and TRC 225152, A, B, and C. Mr. Stiles' case set as a preliminary hearing.
Your Honor, I think you were back there when we had some of our discussions on this case this morning. This is charged as a third offense OVI. There are some evidentiary issues the state is dealing with in this case that have led them to make the offer, which we're choosing to accept, to treat this as a first offense in exchange for a plea to the OVI. We would also plead to the failure, or to the driving under suspension and the failure to control. The proof of financial responsibility is checked on this, but because of the driving under suspension, we are not going to be seeking driving privileges on this case. And so with that in mind, we're going to enter a plea of guilty to all the charges. Part of this arrangement was that we would suspend a larger than normal amount of time over Mr. Mead's head, which that being 60 days suspended. And he is in treatment and he's completed inpatient treatment, he's continuing with outpatient treatment, and continuation of that treatment is going to be a term of probation, and that's going to stand in place of the 3-day school, with the court's agreement, of course.
And that is exactly what we spoke about and we're in agreement with, but there is one thing that we didn't talk about, and that is that there might be restitution that is due. There were some vehicles that were struck, unoccupied vehicles. And thus far, I don't know that we've actually been able to make contact with any of the owners. There's like 3. And so I'd like to be able to get a chance to do that much, but we would put on the record that that's our agreement. Come back for sentencing later and check on his treatment as well. In other words, what we'll recommend will be irrespective of how he does in treatment.
Obviously we can't argue against that if that's the state's intention. We'd like to go ahead and lock in the plea today and just make a notation that he's pleading to first offense.
Okay, is that correct, Mr. Mead?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what plea do you wish to enter?
Guilty.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and enter a guilty finding.
Your Honor, can I have the case number?
That is that the 253047?
That is, Your Honor.
Okay.
Don't have the date yet.
Mr. Hill, when do you want to come back?
Whatever the court decides, and Mr. Steyer will be here.
You're asking for the time to get to the...
A couple weeks.
Okay, that's just want to make sure we give you time to do that. I'm here the 22nd, that's 2 weeks out from today. Is that agreeable?
Works for me.
Pretty heavy docket. Is party available the 29th?
I'm available the 29th as well.
Okay.
29th.
Let's do the 29th. That'll be a sentencing hearing on May 29th, 10 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Richard Riggle. Case number CRB 25586A and B, CRB 25668A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Richard Riggle, CRB 25586A and B, and CRB 25668A and B. matter is Mr. Stiers' case set for a pretrial.
What's it on old case? Is it on old case? It's on this case right here. Old case. Your Honor, he also, this had an older case that he reports he has paid the fines off and completed the community service. I don't know if that was actually called, which might explain why it wasn't called if it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. We only have the 2 files on this today, so I'm assuming that's what.
Yeah, so that might have been taken care of then. Perfect.
All right, that's a good report.
Looks like he is completed inpatient treatment. If I could just a moment, speak to Mr. Hill.
He's had several good reports. And his original charge was disorderly and weapon while intoxicated. Okay.
What was it?
Oh, I don't know what the guy was. I'll look.
Is a handgun. We've got the serial number in here.
Okay.
You'd be agreeable to that?
Yeah.
Your Honor, based on his progress in treatment, which has been considerable, the state is offering at this time to dismiss the charge on the condition that Mr. Regal agreed to forfeiture of the firearm, which we are agreeable to do, and I have a description of the firearm here for the court if the court accepts that agreement.
Is that correct, Mr. Hill?
Yes, and that is based primarily, if not completely, upon the fact that he has he's done very well in his treatment, and so that was our agreement from some time ago that we would do that.
Okay. All right, that firearm is a Springfield Arraignments.
Yeah, he's given her time to write it all down. Okay, he didn't see where she's typing.
9mm. Serial number AT.
A is an apple.
Yes. 129837. Mr. Riddle, you've done very, very well in your treatment. And because of that, I will accept that, the agreement that you made with the state. Instead of surrender, put forfeited. All right, so accept that agreement, Mr. Riggle. This matter will be dismissed upon your agreement to forfeit the firearm for destruction.
And we so agree, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes, say out loud.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, this matter will be dismissed at the state's request.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, Your
Good
Honor.
job. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can't guess. Well, it's up to him, I guess, but he usually will allow that.
The State of Ohio versus Shelby Wallace, case number CRB 2686 A, B, and C. Your Honor, I understand Mr. Ashworth is special prosecutor on this case.
And he's on the screen, Your Honor.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Shelby Wallace, CRB 2686 A, B, and C. Mr. Steyer's case set as a pretrial. We've got Mr. Ashworth, who's special prosecuting attorney on this matter, and he is available today on Zoom. Thank you, Mr. Ashworth.
Mr. Tucker, again, Jeff, she's got a good report. We just looked at the most recent one. She's set to complete her treatment program next week, I believe. And based on our deal, for offer me to dismiss it on successful completion of the remainder of the program, so we can have this reset until after that treatment program is successfully concluded and we'll report back to the board.
And Your Honor, we're set back. She's set to finish on the 14th. I don't know if there's so we'd like to come back as soon as we can make it practical, but I don't know what the court's dockets look like in the immediate future.
May 18th.
I'm available and on the docket that day. It's Monday.
Mr. Nord, are you available May 18th?
Okay, so you'll have to. I think 14th is what
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear Mr. Ashworth.
I can attend that day if I can, if the court will allow me to attend by day.
Of course. That
Thank you, sir.
Won't be a problem, Mr. Ashworth. I'll set this back for May 18th with the anticipation that Ms. Wallace is going to complete her treatment on the 14th, and with no further problems from there, this matter will be right up that day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Stiles. Thank you, Mr. Ashworth.
Good day.
You as well.
Ask a question, please. On that legal case, you have a second.
That one is on the case.
We still just,
State of Ohio versus, State of Ohio versus Ryder Swan, case number TRC 2632.
All right, this is TRC 2632, State of Ohio versus Ryder Swan. Mr. Steyer's case says
We talked about proof of insurance.
yes, and that was, I brought that in.
You did. You did, yes. I think I've shown that. Okay, perfect. Your Honor, this is this case. I think you may have heard us discussing this one. This is an OVI. That is the only charge on this. Again, there are some potential evidentiary issues that the state and I have identified, but as a result of those potential evidentiary issues, the state has agreed to treat this, which was an alcohol urine screen that came back potentially over the high test limit. The state has agreed to treat it as a low test score OVI, and with that offer, we are willing to agree to that. This is a first offense, so what we would do on this would be, what we would jointly recommend would be 20 days in the Lawrence County Jail, suspended to the 3-day school, 30 hours of community service, a fine at the court's discretion, and court costs. A 6-month license suspension, which would begin today because this is based on a urine screen. No financial responsibility is marked on the ticket. However, I have previously on an earlier court date, provided the state and the court with proof of financial responsibility, so that should be reflected. And she's going to ask for driving privileges for work purposes, getting her kids to school, coming to court, and attending community service and attending the 3-day school, if we could do those. But I've explained to her there is a 15-day hard suspension, during which time those are not available, and that 15 days would also start today, so it would not be until day 16 that she would be able to actually drive, which, doing the math, it would be like the 24th of this month, I think. So with that in mind, we're going to change our plea to guilty, Your Honor.
Is that correct, Mr. Tito?
That is, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Swan, is that your intention to get her guilty plea today to the charge?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll accept your guilty plea and her guilty finding. It'll be 20 days in jail. I'll suspend all 20 days to the 3-day driver's school. It'll be a $575 fine. I'll already pay the court costs. 6-month license suspension beginning today. I will grant your privileges once your time frame is up. You'll need to present an entry to the court on that for that day, Mr. Steyer, but we'll grant that for the reasons stated on the record. I'm going to give Ms. Swan a review hearing of November 13th, 2026 at 9 a.m. 30 hours of community service and 2 years of level 4 probation. So we need to meet with probation before you leave here today. If everything's taken care of by that November 13th date, you will then be, you won't need to appear for that, but if you owe the court anything, whether you fines or community service, you will need to appear for that at that time.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Of the court's order.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Steyer.
State of Ohio versus Dina Cornwell, case number TRC 25-1846 A and D, CRB 25-473, CRB 25-444. This is Mr. Stratton's case.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Dina Cornwell, TRC 25-1846 A and B, CRB 25-444, and CRB 25-473. So it's a pre-trial.
I hate that because, well, she pled already to the FBI. Where she wanted treatment. Bethesda? Let's just see how much.
Bethesda, right? They didn't find anything? Okay. They recommended no services.
Is there somebody here from Bethesda?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
What did you?
They told me because I already had services that they couldn't have been another somebody. I wasn't recommended. But it would be services approved. Does that make sense? Not really when they said I didn't need it. So what do I need it?
So what happened?
She needs services, but you can't get services at two different places. I don't know where that she goes. I have a doctor, Timber. And then the lady that done my assessment said that I was low in something that I needed. So, I don't.
You tell me.
So she was assessed with our facility. She's already currently in services with another facility, so we could not provide services.
Okay, who's she with currently?
I see a doctor, Dr. Basil in Ironton. I've been seeing him for a few years. And yeah, in Oak Roots too.
Here you go.
Steps in Ironton.
Steps in Ironton.
Mr. Keel?
Well, I think that probably this would be worthy of Ms. Cornwell bringing some information about those services to let yourself or Judge Capper assess whether it's adequate for our purposes.
From your doctor.
Okay.
We can do that. We'll get a letter from her doctor and we'll go from there.
Can I just drop that off?
I think I want to have Ms. Cornwell here on the screen today, and then we'll have her back out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to recall it. Talk to Josh.
State of Ohio versus Christopher McBride, case number TRC 26168, A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Christopher McBride, PRC 26168, A and B. This is Mr. Stratton's case, set as a pretrial.
We have the statement. Did I give you this already from Patrolman Hutchinson? He's the one that stopped him.
I don't know that. So what do you want?
Well, otherwise, it's a first offense. Actually, he's got an additional, with a refusal, he got an additional 20, so it would be jail time if he would do it. What I can do is make sure you get a copy of this if you want to take time to review it. It's up to
All right,
you.
yeah, let's set up another retrial. There's additional discovery I need to get, so we can set this for another date.
June 1st,
June 1st, okay.
at defendant's request.
June 1st, yes.
Thank
you.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah,
go ahead and make a copy.
I'm going to.
State of Ohio versus Kevin Dale, case number CRD 24681.
This is State of Ohio versus Kevin Dale, CRB 24681. Over his case, set as a pretrial. You may.
We get everything right here.
excellent report.
Come back in a couple of weeks, Judge.
Mr. Gill? Assuming that's okay?
We're not opposed to that, Your Honor.
All right, let's come back to June 1st. That'll be a pretrial, 10 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Horford.
State of Ohio versus Harold Maynard. Case number TRC 26532, A, B, C, and D, CRA 26181. Harold Maynard.
Harold Maynard. All right, this is State of Ohio versus Harold Maynard. Here, C 26532, A, B, C, and D, CRA 26181, A, B, C, and D. Looks like he's got a bond up with Mr. Sowers, or had a bond up with Mr. Sowers.
Wish I had somebody to help me on there.
Now he's got another one bond.
She's sick, man. I know. Thank you.
Do you have any idea whether Gallia County came and picked him up?
I'm sorry, is that a question to me?
Do we have any idea whether Gallia County came and picked him up?
No. Who is it? Which case are we on?
Harold Maynard.
We certainly can try to find out if we had somebody. Could you do that by any chance?
We'll recall this a little later in the docket.
State of Ohio versus Sean Williams. Case number CRB 26217, A through E, CRB 25784, A and B, CRB 2650,
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Sean Williams, CRB 26217, A through E, CRB 2574, A and B, CRB 2650, A and B. This is Mr. Morford's case, set as a
Something on
pretrial.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now, she made it a lot better. We get along a lot better. She had her baby right now.
Is Deborah Williams here?
She's out there with the grandbaby right now in the car. If you need her, we can go get her.
I think that it was a good report, if I'm not mistaken, so we're happy about that. We're just wanting to continue.
Let's do June 26th for pretrial at 10 a.m.
Judge, could you move that up maybe a week or so? That may be,
22nd?
that may be my last day,
Okay.
if we could do it.
Let's do June 22nd. Is that okay?
That may be my last day.
Oh, okay. June 15th.
Feeling good? The 15?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
At 10?
10 a.m.
Okay.
Your Honor, we're ready to start calling some inmates that are back in home.
All right, going to call some more arraignments.
State of Ohio versus Timothy Cavalier, case number CRB 26264. No, they're the ones that called us and told us to add him.
Well, they can go to the end of the docket and we'll get him on Zoom at the end of the docket.
State of Ohio versus Tracy DeMint, case number TRC 26725, A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Tracy DeMint, TRC 26725, A and B. Mr. DeMint was alleged on or about May 7th, 2026. You weren't up here, so I want to go through your rights before the court at this point. So I'm going to go through your charge with you, and at the end of this, it looks like you've had 5 priors, so I believe this would make this a felony, and it would be a felony of the 4th degree or a felony of the 3rd degree, I think felony of the 4th degree. I don't know that it's necessarily charged as that, Mr. Heald, it's just charged as a regular ticket, so I don't know.
Well, we intend to file a long form alleging a felony, but, and we're a little short-handed today, so we've had some problems trying to keep up, but we'd like the court to recognize that that is the fact.
Okay. All right, so Mr. DeMint, we'll go through with this, and whether it's going to be a felony, I cannot take a plea on this from you today. But we'll go through it, and at the end of it, I'll go through your rights before the court here. And the right to remain silent, we're recording here today, and anything that you would say that is against your interest could be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, I can appoint one to represent you at no cost. You have the right to have reasonable bail set in the matter, and you have the right to force the state to prove each and every element of the offense charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand your rights before the court. All right. Mr. DeMint is alleged on or about May 7th, 2026 in Union Township that you were operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol, drug abuse, or a combination thereof, and that you refused a test. So there's a violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 4511-19A1A, which is a felony for OVI. Maximum penalty on that is, I believe, up to 18 months in prison and up to a $5,000 fine. There is a B case, or as part of the A case, it's also alleged 4511-19A2, which is criminal refusal, which is a refusal of the prior, and that would also be the same level offense with up to a felony of the 4th degree, up to 18 months in prison and up to a $5,000 fine. It's also alleged in the B case that you drove left of center, and that's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 4511.29. That is a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty on that is up to a $150 fine and court costs. You have money to hire an attorney? Yes, sir. Okay, so you're intending to hire your own attorney? Okay. Are you working currently? Yes, sir. All right. Paid hourly? All right. What's your annual income? Okay. What's your annual income? What was it this past year? Okay, then you definitely aren't going to qualify. All right, so, Mr. Hill, do you want to be heard on the matter of bond?
State would ask for a $25,000 cash assurance bond.
Okay. Mr. Dement, I know you don't have an attorney, but I'll give you an opportunity to argue bond for yourself today. If you hire an attorney, they can always come back and revisit that later here. So what the state is asking for a $25,000 cash assurance bond, which means you either post $25,000 with the court, or you can call a bondsman and pay the bondsman a fee to post the bond for you. Is that a bond that you think that you could make? Okay. Is it, and I would let you argue for something lesser if you wish. All right. Okay. Well, one thing that I have seen over a long period of time is that you typically do show up to court. But I do want at least a cash surety bond on you. So I'll set bond at $5,000 cash surety.
We'd like an order that the bond be dependent on him not driving.
I was going to make that as a condition of the bond. And a condition of your bond is that you can have, no, you cannot operate a motor vehicle of any sort during the pendency of this matter. You understand?
Was it really?
I'm going to go ahead and set a preliminary hearing for May 15th.
You're right.
All right, Mr. Bent, if you make bond, you'll need to come back here at May 15th at 10 a.m. If you don't make bond, then you'll be in custody of the sheriff, and they'll take care of that at that time. And then we'll see if you've hired an attorney by that point. If you have hired an attorney, stay in contact with them. They can always request that this be moved. Potentially, if it doesn't meet their schedule. But otherwise, unless you hear otherwise, then at that point, you'll be back here on May 15th at 10 a.m. All right, thank you, Mr. DeMello.
What's the date, Your Honor?
May 15th.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Dustin Mace, case number CRA 26265. Dustin Mace.
I've been in contact with his family, and they wanted me to discuss going to treatment. And I have talked with him, and if it pleases the court, if it's allowed, then he will be coming into services with us upon whatever you say.
Okay. This is case number CRA 26265, State of Ohio versus Dustin Mace. Mr. Mace, it's alleged that on or about May 7th, 2026, you did know in the cause or attempt to cause physical harm to Megan Mace, a family or household member, and the said Dustin Mace having been convicted of a prior domestic violence offense in violation of section 291925A of the Ohio Revised Code. Domestic violence, that's a felony of the 4th degree. Felonies of the 4th degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 18 months in prison and up to a $5,000 fine. Do you have money to hire an attorney?
No, not at the moment, sir.
Are you working currently?
No.
All right, so I will appoint Attorney Luke Steyer, if he's still here. Okay. Then I'll appoint Attorney Stratton, if he's still here. Looks like you may be getting some work out on Mr. Stratton.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state wish to be heard on the matter of bond. Mr. Stratton, this is an F4 domestic violence.
I'm going to ask for a protection order, and we would not be opposed. I'm sorry, what degree is it?
Felony 4th degree.
Okay. Sorry, we're a little overwhelmed today.
She said that if he wants to get out on bond to go to an inpatient treatment, if he wants to get
Okay,
assessed,
okay.
and then order the protection order.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
All right, so there is an indication here that Mr. Mace could benefit from treatment. And so as long as he would agree to be assessed and to enter into a residential treatment program, we would not oppose an OR bond. And then the issue of how we're going to deal with the fact that it's a felony, we'll have to address at a later date. Otherwise, we want to have a cash or surety bond.
Your Honor, he's okay with it.
Yeah, you're good.
Has he been assessed yet?
No, he is approved, but I need to do a pre-screen. I will go back there. But from what I know, I'm almost positive it's 100%.
Okay. What I'll do then is I will give Mr. Mace a $5,000 OR bond with the condition that he be released.
Another issue, Your Honor, I've become aware of is that he's on methadone. So I don't know how that plays into it. Might require.
He wouldn't be able to come into services with us on methadone, but if he's willing to.
I'm fine without it.
Okay, we'll switch him to something else. Yes.
Understood. All right, so the $5,000 OR bond will be released, as a condition of that, he'll be released only to focus for residential treatment, and that is pending the assessment, but assuming that the assessment goes the way that we believe it will go, that's what will happen. In the event that something comes up, let us know today,
Yes.
and we will recall the case, but otherwise, that's going to be, of course, ruling at this point. And Mr. Mace, the temporary protection order is going to issue for the benefit of Megan Mace. That means you can have no contact of any sort, whether it be directly, indirectly, over the internet, having someone call on your behalf, anything, with Ms. Mace up until such time as further will be court. If she may come in later and say she doesn't want that, but presently, that's when your court orders you to have no contact up until the court will decide otherwise. You understand that? Okay. All right, I'm going to set you back. Mr. Stratton, when you come back. Let's come back. You waive time on the preliminary hearing.
Yes,
All right, so I'm going to set you back June 15th. That'll give you some time in your treatment provider to make sure that things are going well and we can get a report. And that'll be a preliminary hearing.
State of Ohio versus Edward Ferris. Case number CRV 24537. Edward Ferris.
We'll come back June 15th. Just gonna focus. Did you get those to Beatrice? All of Beatrice? Yeah, I'll fix yours.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Edward Ferris, CRV 24537. Mr. Ferris was present after being arrested. anything other than in the report that you'd like to speak about?
Sir, I think that this was a bad judgment call. We have a no tolerance policy. However, do I think that he should sit in jail or that he should continue treatment? I absolutely think he should continue his treatment. And I did find another treatment provider, if the court allows, that will take him into services.
Okay. So I presume you're willing to take him into service?
Yes, we're willing to accept him.
All right. Mr. Ferris, anything that you would like to say for yourself here today? And I've read the report. Not going to discuss that openly on the record, but is there anything you want to say for yourself? Okay, I mean, is this something you want to be serious about? Because what's in the report's pretty serious. All right, well, I'm going to set you a bond today. You're here on bond revocation, but I'm going to, let's see. All right, I'm going to set you a bond at 5,000 OR to be released only to hometown. And I'm going to caution you, Mr. Ferris, that if you do not take this seriously, then the time that you have over your head and any unpaid fines and community service that may be out there is just going to be imposed. Because I'm not going to put up with any more nonsense. I have doubts that you're taking this serious, and this is kind of against my better judgment to let you go there and not spend anything to it. Because quite frankly, you should probably spend the next week sitting in there thinking about your actions. And I'm going to cut you a little bit of a break today to give you an opportunity to do that. But if you either run or you don't do what you're supposed to do, okay. And I don't see anything in the record that would give me any indication that's what you're looking at doing. But I just want to be very, very clear that if you mess up, you're just going to spend your time. Do you understand that? All right, so now you've said it on the record. We know, you understand, and so there's not going to be no chance. Okay? All right, so the bond will be 5,000 OR, release only to hometown recovery for residential treatment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, what's his review date?
Already set for June the 1st for pre-trial.
Let's keep that date, June 1st, for pre-trial. All right, good luck, Mr. Ferris.
State of Ohio versus Jared Meredith. Case number CRB 2462, CRB 22-1036 A and B, CRB 22-1063, CRB 22-920, CRB 19-756. Set for review.
It's the State of Ohio versus Jared Meredith, CRB 2462, CRB 22-1036 A and B, CRB 22-63, CRB 22-920, CRB 19-756, CRC 20-2206, CRB 22-38 A and B.
He was actually set for Monday for review, and he was housed in Jack County at the time, so.
And Mr. Meredith, I believe you have an issue presently in common pleas court, is that correct? Who's your attorney on that?
Justice Scott, but he's not really doing much help for us, so I'm trying to find a
Mr.
My
Scott?
wife's got scheduled an appointment one day.
Okay.
Talk to.
And Mr. Scott is presently an attorney, and so we're just here on a review. And I presume that you're being held on the common police case right now? Is that what you're being held on? Okay. So I'm just going to set you another review hearing because it may be academic at this point anyway, depending on what happens with your common police case. So I'm going to set you a review hearing for June 22nd. See you back then.
State of Ohio versus Logan Wright. Excuse me. Can't call that case yet.
Okay.
Waiting for Mr. Smith to get here, so we'll look at some other cases.
And Mr. Smith has messaged me and ended up and informed us that he's hung up. He may or may not be able to get here, but I told him that he's going to try to get here as soon as he can. And if he can't, I believe he's spoken to someone to stand up for him on his cases. But I think he's going to try to get here as quickly as he can.
He's got a number of cases. State of Ohio versus Brian Elliott. Case number CRA 25525. Mr. Holt's case.
This is State of Ohio versus Brian Elliott, CRA 25525, CRA 25527. This is Mr. Holt's case, set as a preliminary hearing, and I got a note that we may need to finalize this.
Yes, Your Honor, we have the certificate here. He has completed, Your Honor, would you like to see it?
You can touch. Well, congratulations, Mr. Elliott.
Thank you.
Very commendable, Your Honor. And even back a month, 2 months ago, it was discussed when he was here in court that he was close to being completed at that time. So we're satisfied that he's done everything he needed to do in order for us to live up to our end of the bargain, which was to dismiss the charges.
Well, sounds like the state is moving to dismiss all charges against you, Mr. Elliott, and I'll happily grant that, considering you completed your treatment and all you've done, so congratulations.
Thank you.
You're finished up here.
I appreciate y'all giving me a chance to do everything right, you know. And you saved my life. I really have. That I appreciate it.
Glad to hear things are going well, and hopefully going forward you can continue to keep your sobriety and continue to do all the things that you've been doing already and show what you can do.
Yeah, I'm going to pursue myself in treatments. Maybe help somebody along the way.
That'd be great. All right, Mr. Elliott, you're free
Thank
to go.
you. Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Dina Cornwell. Case number TRC 251846, CRB 25473, CRB 25444.
All right, this is State of Ohio, this is Dina Cornwell, TRC 251846, AMD Series 25473. Mr. Stratton, We have Ms. Cornwell screen. And Mr. Stratton, if you want
I've seen it, Your Honor.
to, you've seen it?
Yeah.
Mr. Gill, have you seen it?
Have not.
Positive for buprenorphine, alcohol, and THC. Any thoughts on bond at this point?
We would prefer that Ms. Cornwell be treating with a provider who we know is here on a regular basis, that we know we have contact with easily. Now, I understand that Ms. Cornwell also, maybe she has other reasons why she goes to Dr. Baisdow besides the treatment for addiction. But, and if that's the case, that's understandable. I don't know that that wouldn't get in the way, would it, Taylor? If she had to go to the, well, she was going to him or her for some other reason besides addiction.
So we see mental health and SUD. So the way Medicaid works is you can only be associated with one provider at the time. I'm not for sure what she sees him for, if it's mental health or SUD, but as long as it's not that, we're able to accommodate.
So, I mean, we would like to see that. We're not the experts, however, so.
Mr. Stratton, if you want to speak to your client briefly and see if that's what she's seeing, Mr. Green.
Huh?
It is what I see.
For SUD
Yes.
and
Not mental.
not mental. That's what she does see him for, so.
And I'm certainly not going to insert myself into whether or not you should see a particular doctor or provider or the like. But Ms. Cornwell, do you have someone else here today that can drive you home?
No.
Well, I'm gonna order that you not depart the courthouse until someone comes and picks you up. Because my concern is, you've got alcohol in your system. I don't know what that level is. I don't know if that's active or if that's something that's just showing from a prior day, but your demeanor was a little droopy when you were up here earlier and the like, and so I've got some concerns that I don't want you driving home from the courthouse. So you're also going to be ordered when you come back to bring a letter showing your treatment, that you are in treatment with Dr. Baisdow, and the progress that you've made on that. And that is going to be, part of your bond is to get an assessment of that, and you have fulfilled that. So I'm not going to penalize you because they can't take you for that. But I certainly have some concerns, about your treatment where you're showing up today and you've got alcohol and THC in your system and you're saying that you're treating someone. So that's going to be the order is you're going to need to call someone, make sure someone comes and gets you.
Okay.
And I will tell you, there are cameras around the courthouse. And so if you...
yes, I got you.
Just want to make you aware.
I got you.
If you try to leave on your own, without someone coming and get you, that is going to be a violation of your bond and you're going to go back. Okay? All right. Mr. Stratton, when do you want to come back?
It's up to the court.
I don't want to go too far out on this one.
It'd be better if it's a Friday, Your Honor, if you're going to do this month.
Do May 29th.
Okay. May 29th.
That'll be set as a pre-trial. 27th, sorry.
Just get that letter from him. Okay, all right.
May 29th. First sentence.
Are we talking about young? Or are we talking about?
Making sure that she doesn't run away. We have Ms. Cornwell back in the courtroom real quick.
State of Ohio versus Larry McNamara, case number CRA 25647.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Larry McNamara, CRA 25647. This is Mr. Morford's case, 7 preliminary hearing.
Yeah, well, I got out of there. You ready with it? Well, I'm out of the inpatient, I'm in outpatient. You're outpatient? Okay. Been in there for about a month and a half.
All right, good report, Mr. McNamara.
I got my CDCA. I got my CDCA. Cool.
I don't know what that is. Health and nurses.
Yeah. I haven't submitted it yet, I gotta wait until it finishes up this.
All right, it's a good report.
Keep on doing what he's doing. Unless he says he's completed.
State's indicated they'd like for him to stay in treatment, Your Honor. He has finished inpatient.
Okay. Mr. Morford, are you available June 5th?
Yes.
All right, I'll set this back to June 5th for preliminary hearing, 10 a.m.
Right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Morford.
State of Ohio versus Tracy Plants, case number CRB 26267. Tracy Plants, set for arraignment.
Steve Butch. Hey, Butch.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Tracy Plants, CRB 26267. Ms. Plants, it's alleged that on or about April 10th, 2026, while not being lawfully engaged in hunting and accompanied by the owner, keeper, harborer, or handler of the dog, meaning the owner of the keeper or harborer or a dangerous dog or vicious dog, it failed to keep the dog physically confined or restrained upon the premises of the owner, keeper, or harborer of the dog by a leash, tether, adequate fence, supervision, or secure enclosure to prevent escape. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 955.21A2E. The Ohio Revised Code, failure to restrain dangerous dogs, that's a misdemeanor of the 3rd degree. Misdemeanors of the 3rd degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 60 days in jail and up to a $500 fine. How do you wish to plead?
Not guilty.
All right, I accept your not guilty plea. You have money to hire an attorney.
Yes.
Okay. I'll note that you're going to hire your own attorney. I'm going to set you a $1,000 OR bond. You will have to, in order to have to present yourself to the jail for fingerprinting. And Mr. Gill, when would you like to come back on this matter?
I'd like it to be fairly soon, within the next couple of weeks if possible.
Well, come back May 26th. That's probably about the only May docket date we may have, Mr. Hill, that's not overly full at this point.
26th, Your Honor.
Yes.
The speedy trial time frame for an M3 is
within 45 days.
45 days. So this was alleged to have occurred on April 10th. She was not summoned in until today. I don't know why it would be almost a month just to get her into court, but that had nothing to do with the prosecutor's office. So we would ask for a time waiver.
And ma'am, what they're requesting is you have the right to have this case heard or tried. The state has 45 days to have this case tried. And what they're asking for is if you want time to hire an attorney and the like, that you give what's called a time waiver. You have a statutory right to have that, force the state under speedy trial rules to try this case within that 45-day period. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So what the state is requesting is if you want to go out further, that you would waive those time constraints to allow it to go outside that time frame. Now, it is your right to force the state to have that trial within that 45 days. So in the event that, well, I guess in the event that you did not want to waive your speedy trial right, I would be setting this for trial on May 11th. So, which gives you pretty much the weekend to come up with a lawyer at that point.
And Your Honor, if I may, I believe that the time that's already run against the state between the time that we filed the charge and the time that she was summoned in, that length of time should not be attributed to the state because we didn't have anything to do with setting the date that this was going to be set. So if we now had to have a trial between now and Monday, I have no assurance that I could have my witnesses here.
I understand that, Mr. Heald, and you may be right on that. I don't have any arguments before me, and I don't have any speedy trial violations that's been alleged at this point. But in order to, if Ms. Plains does not wish to waive her speedy trial right, I would be willing to set it whenever, but I mean, that would certainly potentially at least open up the argument that could be made. So I will leave that to you, Mr. Heald. If you wanted to assure it was within that time frame, I would have to set it May 11th. But and that's depending on whether Ms. Plains wants to waive, whether she wants to waive or not her speedy trial right in this.
Okay, I guess we probably should ask her first then.
Okay, really explain that to me. I don't understand.
Okay. So the state has to have this case tried within 45 days for statutory speedy trial rules. That is your right to have that tried within that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
You can waive that right if you wish, which allows it to go outside that time frame. And there may be reasons you want to do that. There may be reasons you don't want to do that. That is your right to have it done within that time. You hold that as your right. So you can say, hey, Judge, I waive my right to speedy trial in this, which will then allow it to be set on dates other in the future, give you an opportunity to get a lawyer and the like, if that's what you wish to do. Or you can say, Judge, I don't waive my right to speedy trial, and I'm going to have to set it much, much quicker. And that is something that is entirely up to you.
Okay. I guess I waive my right to.
Okay. And do you feel like you understand my explanation?
I think so.
Of that? Okay. Well, I want to be sure that you understand that. Because, again, it's your right to have it tried within that time frame.
I mean, if I could get a lawyer by then, you know, I would be fine doing it on the 11th, but.
Well, and I don't know whether you can or you can't. It's, you know, Friday, and that would be coming back on Monday. So I would, you know, I just want to make sure you understand what your rights are going forward. And you have that right to say, hey, I want my trial within 45 days, or I'm okay with going outside that time frame. That is entirely up to your decision.
That's only changing when the trial would be? Is that the only difference of doing that?
It does, and I want to make sure you understand that if the state doesn't have you tried within that time frame, you do not waive your right to speedy trial, and at that point, the case will be dismissed.
Okay, say that again.
So in the event you don't waive your speedy trial right, if the state can't try you within that time frame, and I don't know whether they can or can't, I've not calculated up all the days, but if the state can't try you within that time frame, and there's not a basis reason why, and there may or may not be, then at that point, the case would be dismissed if it's raised, if that's raised. So there's burdens on both sides of it, you know, as far as that goes.
Okay, I'll do the speedy trial.
Okay, you want to waive it or you want your speedy?
I want the speedy trial.
Okay. All right, Mr. Hill, when do you want to come back?
All right, so Google says that 45 days from April the 10th is May 25th.
Okay.
So we'd just like to have a trial before then.
All right. So let's set, I'll give it your option, Mr. Field, either May 18th or May 22nd. There's one trial set on May 22nd already.
I think May 18th sounds perfect.
All right. So I'm going to set this as May 18th for trial. And this plans, if you hire an attorney, you discuss all of those things with her, or he or she, whoever you hire. And if they feel that it needs moved, they can reach out to Mr. Keel and discuss that. Otherwise, we'll see you back on May 18th at noon for trial.
At noon?
At noon.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Ms. Plants, we need to wait on me to cover this.
You'll need to hang tight for Mr. Cooper before you leave.
State of Ohio versus Richard Corian, case number CRB 26268. Except for a random job.
So the state of Ohio versus Richard Corian, CRB 26268.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Troyan is alleged that on or about May 5th, 2026, you did fail to keep a nuisance dog under reasonable control in violation of section 955.2283A of the Ohio Revised Code, failure to confine a vicious, dangerous, or nuisance dog. That is a minor misdemeanor. The maximum penalty on this is up to $150 fine and court costs. How do you wish to plead?
I wish to plead no contest.
Okay. I'll accept your no contest plea. Mr. Field, is there anything you would like to say about this case?
I'd like to read the affidavit into the record and allow the court to then take that information and determine what the sanctions should be.
Feel free.
This is Deputy Ross from the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office, and May the 6th, she was dispatched to 464 Township Road 276 North in reference to an animal complaint. The caller advised she was chased onto her porch and almost attacked by her neighbor's dogs. Once I arrived, I met with a female who identified herself as Sherry Tooley. Sherry advised that this incident happened yesterday, May 5th, 2026, at about 3:15 p.m. Sherry advised she waited until today's date to call due to medical issues and having anxiety because of the incident. Sherry advised that she went to her mailbox and her neighbor's canines began chasing her. She advised she barely made it to her home when she saw that one of the dogs was at her door. Sherry was able to identify the canines by breed and color. Sherry advised that one dog was white in color and is a pit bull, and the other one is brown and white pit bull. Deputy Chen had prior knowledge of the canines and knew where the owner resides. After speaking with Sherry, I went to the home of the owner, who identified as Richard Chorian. Richard was cited for animals at large and was issued a citation. Video and audio of this incident was obtained through body-worn cameras. So we identified this as a nuisance dog. It did not actually cause any physical harm, but certainly postured in that way. Now, it sounds to me like there were at least 2 or 3 dogs.
It was 2. It was a boxer and a pit bull.
So what we would ask for, Your Honor, is, I believe in addition to the minor misdemeanor sanctions, that Mr. Chorian could also be directed to make sure that the dogs are in an appropriate enclosure so that they can't get out. So we'd like to continue the case, and I don't know what his circumstances are as far as whether there is an enclosure presently or why.
There is an enclosure present.
So we'd like to have proof of that and then come back on a later date to finalize this if we may.
Okay. Mr. Troy, anything you would tell the court at this point?
I would like to say that I am not the homeowner of that house, and they are not technically my dogs.
Okay, well, that sounds like a not guilty plea.
I know, this is my first time here. I'm just not sure if...
All right, well, I'm going to take that then as a not guilty plea.
And I have really bad anxiety.
So we're going to set this for a trial. Mr. Hilton, do we need to set this?
A week from today.
All right, set this for trial on May 15th.
So it sounds, and of course, Mr. Chorian is not represented by counsel, but it sounds like an alibi of some sort. So I don't know whether he has proof of who owns the dogs.
I do have proof.
Okay. I mean, I'd like to know those things before we have a trial.
Sure, I understand that.
So I don't know how to go about that.
And you can always reach out to Mr. Chorian. He's unrepresented by counsel, he's representing himself. To determine those things, Mr. Chorian, if you want to give Mr. Gill your contact information.
Sure thing.
Write your name. And also put your address on there too, please.
Your address also. Just big South Point, where's that at? It's...
Now, it does look like, Mr. Gill, that this ticket was written on May 5th, so you've got 30 days if you wanted to have that as a free trial.
I think we prefer to, yes.
Okay. So instead of a trial, I'm going to set this as a pre-trial. That'll give you guys an opportunity to speak. So we'll come back May 15th for a pre-trial, and then from there it'll get set. If it's not resolved that day, we'll set it for a trial at that time.
Okay.
All right.
Seen any sign of bond, Your Honor?
It's a minor misdemeanor. So we'll see you back at that time.
So, May 15th,
May
that?
15th, 10 a.m.
Okay.
And I'll try to call you before then so we can talk about it.
State of Ohio recalls Dustin Mace to the Duncan Holding, case number CRA 26265.
Your Honor.
I spoke with Dustin, and just got finished speaking with him, but I'm just waiting on the answer from the doctor. We can accept him, but I'm sure it'll be okay, yeah. There was a conflict because he is on methadone, and Focus couldn't take him.
All right, I will change the bond to be released to hometown, absent or hearing otherwise from the court on this. So they'll be released to hometown unless I hear otherwise from them that they can't take it. And if that's the case, then we'll have to back out. All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ben.
State of Ohio versus Tony Walters, who's back in Holden, case number CRA 23466, CRB 23467, A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio, this is Tony Walters, CRA 23466, and CRA 23467, and the Ms. Walters is alleged that on or about February 23rd of 2026, that he failed to appear for a review hearing.
Yeah, obviously, it's my mom.
Okay. Well, we haven't really done anything on these cases.
I did a little bit of community service, but then I tried to call the village of Bay, 5 times, and they didn't respond back to my call.
Well, I'm looking at this, and there's probably a half dozen or more failures to appear. I mean, think it's okay just not to show up?
I just kind of went down to, I live like always, but I kind of went here.
Well, I mean, that's an excuse, but I don't know if that's a good excuse. You've got to get this stuff done. I mean, in the entire time that this case has been open, since 2023, we've paid $4. And you've done a little bit of community service, and that's it. All right, here's what I'll do. I will call the warrant. I'm going to set you back quickly on this. I'm going to set you back for review May 18th. And Ms. Walters, if you don't appear, you're just going to serve out the remainder of your time in jail. How many days were you in jail?
15 days.
On this?
Getting much community involved here.
Okay. So, and when you were picked up in West Virginia, were you picked up on anything else?
No.
Just this court's warrant?
Well, that's not it.
All right, well, here's what I'll do then. I'll give you, sentence you upon the contempt, since you've had so many failures to appear, I'm going to sentence you to 15 days, give you credit for the 15 days you served on. Now, that does not absolve you of everything here. If you do not appear the next time, I'm just going to convert everything that you owe left to jail time, and then we're just going to finish it that way. Okay?
State of Ohio recalls Harold Maynard. Case numbers TRC 26532, A, B, C, and D, CRA 26181A and D, CRB 26183. It's Mr. Morford's case, Your Honor. He did go to Gaines County, but he was released from their warrant, so he is now free man, and he did not appear here.
This is TRC 26532, A, B, C, and D, State of Ohio versus Harold Maynard. We're recalling this case for the defendant who appeared in Gallia County. It's Mr. Morford's case. Mr. Morford, it appears that he appeared in Gallia County and was released from their warrant at that time, and he's not appeared here today. Have you had any contact with Mr. Maynard?
I have not, Your Honor.
All right. Going to be a bench warrant issue for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Robertson, case number CRA 26141. This is Mr. Holt's case.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Joshua Robertson, CRA 26141. Mr. Holt's case, we're waiting for Mr. Smith, but it appears that...
That's the other one, Your Honor. This is Mr. Robertson.
I thought we were doing, was there a cross filing?
Oh, that was Mr. Brumfield. This is the issue about if we would have an agency take possession of the gun that's here in his vehicle.
Okay, well, we've got, did you have a chance?
There's a deputy here, and Major mentioned that he's done that before. I don't want to...
Okay, you want to speak with him real quick? If he's...
there's a deputy here too. That's referred to.
No, we can have him come in courtroom.
The deputy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He showed, he made it. I get it, I've been there. Yeah.
Well, and then we just need a quick direct returns. Yeah. No, this is, what's the guy's name? Joshua Roberts. That's here.
Oh, yeah. Just play it out.
All right, so I believe that the deputy can take control of the gun, and then what we would ask for is a court order directing that it be released to Veronica Darden.
On behalf, she's the attorney in fact for the actual owner.
Yes.
Or allegedly, it's reported she's the attorney in fact.
Attorney, so if someone goes to prepare, I expect to prepare this, I need the serial number and that information.
Mr. Holt, could you prepare an entry?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then, once that's done, our intention is to dismiss the charge.
Would you like for me to go ahead out to the car and get it and verify the serial number and bring it in? Or
I presume you want to walk out with the deputy, I guess probably be the most appropriate one. I don't think we're getting ready to call this case really anytime soon.
I have one more case that since Mr. Smith is here.
Yeah, we'll call
Okay,
back.
Mr. Robertson.
State of Ohio versus Brumfield, CRA 26171. State of Ohio versus Miranda Brumfield, case number CRB 26172.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Ivan Brumfield, here at 26171. It's the Holt's case, and it's State of Ohio versus Miranda Brumfield, CRB 26173. This is Mr. Smith's case, and both of them are set as pretrials.
Your Honor, we're agreeable to a 90-day continuance at the state. I assume Mr. Smith is as well.
Absolutely, Judge.
So we would just ask for to get a date approximately 90 days in the future, and we anticipate it being dismissed. Both parties are getting along fine. We believe this was an isolated incident.
Mr. Gill?
Yes, we're in agreement with that.
Okay, is that with or without cost?
We would ask for one cost.
Any preference as to who the cost is going to?
Dad, you want that? Well, Dad gets it every time.
If
they could split it, just one party pay it.
Split.
Yeah, just, they'll split it. And then, well, you put it on mine if you want. She'll give her half and she'll pay it.
You can't split the full cost in case if they split between themselves.
Oh, yep, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, between themselves, they'll pay the full, just one full cost.
All right, how's the calendar look for August 10th?
That works, Your Honor.
August, yes. That good for you? Go to Disney World or Myrtle Beach or August 10th.
All right. And I presume that the parties are waiting time to accomplish this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Going back to August 10th, you're requesting, Mr. Smith, I'm listing the costs on your client.
That's fine, Judge. No problem, we'll work it out.
And then that they can write out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just have her call.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. You good?
Here, one for Roger, too.
State of Ohio versus Gregory A. Martin, case number TRD 26431 A and B. Gregory Martin.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Gregory A. Martin, here 26431 A and B. Set for pre-trial.
Oops, wrong files. All right, where are the last case, whose files? Brumfield. This should be together. You're right, August 10th. Put down these in each file. Yes.
Where? West Union has it, yes. Yeah.
Give it to Josh.
All right, I'm going to move this to May 29th. Current request.
State of Ohio versus Richard Sovine, case number CRA 24591. Mr. Smith's case, and I believe Mr. Sovine is on the Senate.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Richard Sovine, Sierra 24591. Mr. Smith's case set as a preliminary hearing.
Your Honor, he was supposed to be here last week, but there's a problem with the Zoom link that we kicked it out today. As far as I know, he's doing well. I've not heard to the contrary. He's at the counseling center. Over my other shoulder, yes. This speaking good.
Can I approach you?
You may. All right, good report.
I suggest we come back, Judge, and however long out the court thinks we need to come back, but he seems to consistently do well.
Yeah, we have not had any issues with him at all.
Mr. Smith, you available June 15th?
Let's see. Yes, I am June 5th, it's Monday, yes.
All right, so June 15th for preliminary hearing.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recall of Julie Pritchard, case number CRA 26253, CRC 26658, A and D. This one has a new charge, Your Honor, and Mr. Smith was the attorney on how those are.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Julie Pritchard, CRA 26253, PRC 26658, A and B, CRB 2691. Mr. Smith is Ms. Pritchard's attorney on PRC 26658, A and B, CRB 2691. Those are set back for May 29th, but there's a new charge, Mr. Smith.
That's what I understand, Judge. She's been in communication with my office and suggested she come in today, make sure there's not a warrant. If there is, ask it be recalled and put on that same day when I'm available. I will, if you want to appoint me to this new case, I'll accept the appointment and try to keep it on track with the other case.
Have you seen the charge, Mr. Smith?
I have not seen it. I've been made aware of what it is, but I've not seen it.
I'll let you take a look at it real quick if you wish.
Yes.
Before we do the arraignment.
I thought it was a great song. I don't want to on all three, and then we can't put it on the drum too.
Are you in counseling right now?
Yeah.
Where you at?
Fresh start.
Where's Fresh Start? I'm not familiar with
It's in
that.
Ashland.
Okay.
I'm going to go with some involving on all three charges. And when you have to clear it, he said that there's nothing wrong.
Well, if you complete treatment, I'll have to look into it.
Okay.
Yeah, Judge, she is currently at Fresh Start. It's over in Ashland. I'm not familiar with it, but I'm assuming they're licensed. And okay, you have any appointments coming up? Are you doing outpatient?
I do. I am doing outpatient, I do have an appointment, and I'm doing mental health too.
She indicates she's doing outpatient, has an upcoming appointment. There's also doing mental health treatment there with Fresh Start.
Okay. So, now that you've been made aware of the charge, Ms. Pritchard, you've received a copy of your charge earlier, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We waive reading, Judge.
All right, I'll find the reading has been waived. And you want to keep this on the same date?
If we could, Judge, my schedule's kind of tight, but I've already got that date clear. I would ask for that.
And I presume we'll waive time on the
Yes, sir.
preliminary hearing?
I'll sign a waiver if Mr. Hill will print one.
All right. So I'll set this for, keep the, and this for the record is out of the same transaction as the other.
Yes, Judge.
Offense. So I'll set this for May 29th. This isn't it's a new charge from the court's perspective, but it's not a new charge
Right.
from the
I see what you
of the incident.
Yes.
On bond was bonding.
You still are.
Okay.
And she's going to continue on the same bond with Mr. Sowers. Is that correct, Judge?
Bond will be continued
Okay.
as in the same case as the other case.
Thank you. Meet you before the 29th.
And as a condition of your bond, ma'am, you're going to continue treatment, fresh start.
Yes.
You will,
Okay.
yeah, you'll need to bring proof of that to your next
Okay.
hearing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely.
That you're compliant, all that.
Yes.
All right, you be back on May 29th at 10 a.m.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Just call Sam on Monday. Yeah, call Sam, yeah. And then work at a time for this to come in. Okay.
State of Ohio versus Nathan DeWint, case number CRB 2648. Judge, this is Mr. Morgan's case set for trial at noon today, but I haven't heard anything about it.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Nathan DeMint, CRB 2648. Nathan DeMint. Mr. Morford, are you and Mr. DeMint intending on proceeding the trial, or is something been worked out at this point? If we're going to proceed the trial, we'll recall this a little later in the docket, but we just wanted to check in on it.
Let me see if Mr. Hill has an offer.
Is Tanya Hardy here?
Tanya Hardy.
I have not seen her, Your Honor.
So, Your Honor, the other day when Mr. DeMint wasn't here, Ms. Hardy wasn't here either, even though she'd been subpoenaed. I believe she's been subpoenaed again today. Nonetheless, it's our responsibility.
I do have a subpoena for Ms. Hardy. Do not know. Yes, looks like it was served by Deputy Hamlin by leaving a copy of it at her place of employment. Don't know what that means exactly or where that may be, but that's what we've got.
Yeah, and also we've reached out to her as well to make sure she knew the date, so we're not able to proceed.
All right. Due to non-cooperation of the complaining party, this matter is going to be dismissed.
Thank you, Judge. You're good to go.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio recall Joshua Robertson, case number CRA 26141. Joshua Robertson.
Mr. Holt in the building? All right, this is State of Ohio versus Joshua Roberts, CRA 26141.
Your Honor, there has been a drafted entry. I believe the state has executed the entry. The firearm was delivered to the Sheriff's Department. Thank you to the deputy who's done us in the court a favor, willing to do so. The entry provides that the alleged victim, Ms. Spittler, or her attorney, reported attorney, in fact, Ms. Darden, can retrieve the firearm from the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department upon proof of identity. I would say it's probably the smallest firearm I've ever seen in my life as well. It was probably about that big.
Well, thank you, Deputy Atkins, for starting us with that. Mr. Gill, I've executed the order of the court, and so my understanding is you're going to move to dismiss at this point.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Matter will be dismissed at State's request.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just call that guy.
I did. It's under here.
State of Ohio versus Raymond Brown, case number CRA 21-522 A and B, GRC 21-1965 A and B. Set for sentencing, Your Honor.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Raymond Brown, Sierra 21-522 A and B. Settle the sentence, eh? Looks like you're down to 12 hours of community service left and $360 on your fines, so you're making some progress.
I paid my fines off.
Your Honor, I updated it this morning, it should be.
Oh, I see it now. Fines are paid off, so you're down to 2 days community service.
Yes, sir.
All right. When do you think you can have that done?
This next Saturday, I can do a day, and then the next Saturday after that.
Well, I want to do this, let's come back. I'll give you a little more time than that even, but let's come back June 5th. And that's going to be a sentencing. And once you have those done, we'll wrap it.
What time? 10?
10. Once you have that done, we'll wrap the case up at that time.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Brown.
State of Ohio versus Jordan Dickens, if I can hold him. Jordan Dickens, case number CRA 26-146.
This is State of Ohio versus Jordan Dickens, Sierra 26-146. This is Mr. Smith's case, set up a preliminary hearing.
Community control. So, let's find out what happened.
Dickens have a CCS trial yet? You have a trial? You got to put her for a month. Okay, I'm with that. He said, you've got the
Jordan Dickens.
Okay, so, Jordan Dickens, I looked at here. Let's see, that's part of it.
I would like to know what happened.
It's been, they haven't had it yet.
It should be in there.
What day is it set for?
The 10th, June 10th.
Here it is.
All right.
Does it have this case? That case? I've been there for years, but I understand it's got to
All right. Well, I'm assuming that the holder, he's in jail because of the holder. And that's probably going to stay in place. I think we just acknowledge this. And, I mean, they know about this charge, but it's not like it's going to be any worse.
They're
Yeah, okay, so.
married to Butch again up there.
So Mr. Dickens is in jail already on a holder from common police court. And I'm pretty sure that they're aware that this charge exists, and that's probably part of the reason, anyway, why he's facing that probation violation there. So we're going to nolly this charge, and then it can be taken up together with the charge he has in common police.
We obviously can't do anything today because this is part of that violation, so if they nolly it, get to common police. Mr. Morford's representing there, but that would make sense because you just can't do anything here.
And Mr. Morford, you're in the courtroom, that may be something that you want to discuss with the state on that, or you want to proceed on the particulars and get it up there and all that. That they're going to nolly it here today, but that may be something that you work with your client and may help him in the future.
These two are in jail. We'll have to, it's going to be that much because we may have to go back.
Who are you talking about?
Under those drug charges.
Oh,
They're still reading it down there because we got it.
okay,
So we might take a break.
okay.
The jailer, he's going on with this guy, they're supposed to take evidence.
It's going to be, there's a court order that says that it can be released to run in the dark.
So they don't need to take it.
They do need to take it.
All right, this matter will be nollied to the grand jury. Mr. Morford, Mr. Morford, if you wish, you can come back, speak with me back there.
Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, and the judge.
Let me see if it's back there.
Yeah, here's the file, you can have the file too.
Ohio versus London Wright, I can hold him. Next up is CRD 24-512,
know what it was. No, that took them to her.
As long as that's what it is, I'll get them. Is he back in jail?
State of Ohio versus Logan Wright, CRD 24-512, Mr. Smith's case.
Judge, I was unaware that he had been picked up. It was disappointing, but I guess I was, he picked up.
He left treatment, yeah.
We've been down this road a few times. Now, I don't know if anybody else is willing to take a chance, assuming the county doesn't want it back.
We'll accept them back,
I was
yeah.
trying to go back, I did go back, actually, sir, and then I let Danny go.
He went, yeah, he came back and then he left again.
I didn't go back to him, I just went on the pass, I was doing really good there, sir.
You want to double talk? Probation.
Now, I think last time you were here, I was here, and I cautioned you about the meeting. What did you tell me? And what did you do? Well, I don't think I'm going to use that. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm willing to give you another shot of treatment, but you're going to spend a week in jail first.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to put you back on.
Okay, I'll have to do that after I talk these charges.
Yeah, we have
That's,
to.
we've got stuff to do. Like after court, I've got my just to do.
How many days have you been in?
Officer asking.
I got arrested last night, sir.
Just last night?
Just say they're just to take custody of it and have it released.
From this girl.
We could have someone stand in. If you
I think we can nature what we come back. Right. We can do that, Judge. Yes.
All right. I'm going to just set you back on, not sentencing you or anything at this point, but I'm going to set you back to 115th. I'll make a note that if there's no problems in jail, and I don't have any reason to believe that there will be, that I'll give you an opportunity to go back to hometown at that point. But, well, you promised me you wouldn't leave, and when you left, there's going to be some consequences. I would have given you more time had you not indicated that you didn't attempt to go back. And so, I want to see you do well. You got a long way to go. So, and you were going to do well, and I'm encouraged by that, and I think you can do well. But you do have to understand that if you don't do what you're supposed to do, there is consequences. And I don't like having to say, hey, you're going to spend a week in jail, but you made a promise and you didn't do that. We'll see you back next week on the 15th, and hopefully at that point, I won't hear anything negative that's occurred while you're in jail, and we'll let you go, try to let you go back to that treatment. Okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
See you
Your
back
Honor.
next week.
I want to make sure, is he staying the weekend in jail or he's in jail till the 15th?
In jail through the 15th. We're going to put him back on for the 15th.
And I'll get Butcher Luke or somebody to help me with that.
So was his bond already revoked, just stay in jail on the bond?
Just stays in bond revocation.
That's my jail. That's the jail list. I got the docket too, if you need to see it.
Okay, really don't need the endorsement.
Correct.
State of Ohio versus Jeremy McMillan, who's back in Halton. Case numbers TRC 2693 A and B, TRC 2024 10 A, B, and C, TRC 142341 A, B, and C. Jeremy McMillan, back in Halton.
He pled guilty to that. He's left. So he's not applying for treatment.
He left this weekend. We sent a discharge summary already over to John Major, Judge Capper.
Yeah, because I wouldn't. Kids in no surprise. At this point, I'll say that.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Jeremy McMillan, TRC 2693 A and B, TRC 2024 10 A, B, and C, TRC 142341 A, B, and C. And Mr. McMillan is here on a bond revocation. My understanding is Mr. McMillan has left treatment. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay. Any
Over the
further
weekend,
explanation of the court?
No, he left over the weekend and left ASA without staff advice. We sent the discharge summary already to Judge Capper and John Major.
All right. Start with you, Mr. Smith.
I did not see this, I've been informed of what it is, I haven't seen the actual written paperwork, but,
Only reason this happened is I presented them 6 ways to meet this job. And I was under the assumption that I was here on my own. I asked the judge, and then later on I know that he said I was mandated. The whole reason that that decision was made is I was here under the assumption I was on my own. I went to RS, I didn't want to mess back up. I went there volunteer to get Mr. McMillan's decision made. I sent text after text, everything, of how my group and this job. I'm 3 times convicted felon. I never had a job opportunity this again. I did everything that possible. So after being denied 3 times, a transportation being 4 miles over, I went to work. I was there 2 days. Mr. Cyrus called my sister. I called him immediately on my mom's place and was headed here to meet him and Mr. Majors. A week before this, I called Mr. Majors, see how I could get me a work permit. The judge was out of town. I tried to do all the steps properly. And I had a job opportunity, and I was going to take job opportunity. There's been no drugs used, none. I went straight to work. And then when I seen ladies come down and sing, he said, since I left when Cyrus told me to do, that he'd keep me on the same bond.
Well, I discussed this with Judge Capper, and Judge Capper wants me to put you on for Monday in this matter, so I'm going to find you that you left your treatment, and based upon that, I'm going to set you a bond for $50,000 cash assured until Monday. No. All right, I'll be back Monday.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Timothy Cavalier, who's back in Halton. Case number CRB 26264.
Who'd you call?
Timothy Cavalier.
Oh.
I think it's let's see.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Timothy Cavalier, COB 26264. And Mr. Cavalier, you weren't here earlier, so I'm going to go over your rights before the court. I'm going to go through your charge with you, and then I will ask you for a plea. You can enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Guilty means you're making a complete admission that you committed the offense charged. Not guilty means you're denying you committed the offense charged. And no contest means you're not admitting that you committed the offense charged, but you're not contesting the facts surrounding. And if I think that the state would otherwise meet the elements of the offense as alleged, I can enter a guilty finally. I feel like you understand my recitation of the pleas. Yeah, we're going to talk about that next. You've got the following rights before the court. You have the right to remain silent. We're recording everything in here, so if you say something that is against your interest, then at that point, that could be used against you. You have the right to have a lawyer. You can't afford a lawyer. I can appoint one to represent you at no cost. You have the right to reasonable bail, and you have the right to force the state to prove each and every element of the offense charged beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand your rights before the court? Yeah. All right. Okay. Mr. Cavalier, it's alleged that on or about May 7th, 2026, you did knowingly by any means cause or create a substantial risk of physical harm to the property of OVP without their consent. That's an alleged violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 29090681. That is criminal damaging a misdemeanor of the second degree. Misdemeanors of the second degree carry a maximum penalty of up to 90 days in jail and up to a $750 fine. How do you wish to plead?
I have to stay in jail 3 months?
Well, I've not decided that. I'm not just asking you how you plan on pleading.
Okay, get it good. Get it good, I didn't mean to break TV. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to, but I did do it.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea, and I'll go ahead and enter a guilty finding. Mr. Heel, what is your thoughts on this matter?
I'm just sick of the drugs. I'm going to the drugs.
It sounded like he did. He threw the remote at the TV and busted the left bottom corner of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's having some problems that are maybe leading him to behaviors that I don't know whether OVP feels like they can handle the situation or not. I don't know if there's somebody here from OVP.
Can I not go back to the rehab thing?
I don't know that there's an issue from our perspective of him getting back in treatment. If there's some place that would take him, he might need to get a detox or something.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that'd be willing to speak with Mr. Cavalier? All right.
Did he say he needed detox?
Oh, yeah, he needs detox. Yeah, he said he did.
Yeah, well, Mr. Hill mentioned that. He may or may not. We don't know. I mean, there could be some indication that it sounds like he may need that. We would need someone to speak with him and assess him to try to determine what would happen from
How
there.
long has he been in jail?
How long has he been in jail?
I just came back last night. He
Wow.
was released OVP and then came back last night or night before last.
Okay.
We can screen him and figure out if he needs detox and try to get him in somewhere.
Okay. We're going to recall you here in a little bit, Mr. Cavalier. We're going to come back and speak with you about trying to get you back into treatment. But we're going to have you back out after they speak with you.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm so confused.
Well, we're going to try to get you back in treatment.
Okay.
So they're going to come speak with you, and then we'll have you back out here today.
I could do good in treatment. This never came down on Paramount before. This is the first time I've ever stopped with using that. But it really messed me up.
Okay. We'll have you back out here shortly after they speak with you, and we're going to try to find someone that can take it, okay?
That's just serves a lesson.
State of Ohio versus William Lane is on Zoom, Your Honor. He's at the Lawrence County Jail. Case number TRD 154147A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus William Lane, PRD 154147A and B. Mr. Lane, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Lane, it's alleged that on or about October 27th of 2023, that you failed to appear for a review hearing here. Do you admit or deny that you failed to appear?
I'll have another time. Yeah, I kind of remember vaguely. Yes, sir.
Okay. When did you get picked up?
When did I get picked up?
Yes.
The 7th?
Okay, so yesterday?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. Well, before I decide what to do with you, I want to have you drug screened.
Okay.
All right, so if you want to let them know at the jail,
Yes, sir. I'll let them know.
or go ahead and tell them. I don't know if they can hear you.
They should be able to hear you, see another person.
Okay.
All right, we'll have you back out here shortly.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right.
State of Ohio versus Colin Cox. Case number TRC 26227A and B.
All right, this is State of Ohio versus Colin Cox, TRC 26227A and B. This is Mr. McCown's case, and I believe Mr. McCown is unaware, or hadn't sent the entry yet up here, but I cannot hear this case as he's my law partner. This matter will be passed until there's an entry presented.
Waiting on these, we don't have anything else.
All right, we're going to take a brief recess, and then we'll come back out afterwards. All right, we'll be in brief recess.
What is it? You ever get anything on those cramps that are in jail? There's two of them. I still don't have the charges.
No, I think this is Jasmine.
Jasmine's typing charges right now. We didn't get the report till late.
But they are here.
I heard that it was for us, but, not up here yet, not yet.
Josh just loves, he gets on my nerves.
Well, yeah.
So, I don't know who else to do this. So she takes West Virginia College.
I don't know how many beds I have, because I'm getting like 5.
I know.
So, which was nice because we've been down, like not all females, just males.
I will tell you what makes me the max. I will fill up the beds and then we will start discharging. I'm like, why do you lie to me?